Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar. I'm gonna rip the band-aid right off and basically just tell you, yeah, we started a company. I started a company with a few other YouTube friends of mine, and I kind of wanted to talk about it today because I introduced this concept about 2 months ago, but it's been something that I've been working on for like 2 years, okay? 2 years of money being pumped in and working with tons of talented people to get an actual product out to the market. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might know this website that I showed 2 months ago in my video, GotOneUp.com. Simplify your skincare. Now, you might be sitting over here, what's a Reddit browsing gamer doing talking about anything regarding skincare? And ladies and gentlemen, to give you an idea about it too, I am somebody that, runs businesses, okay? To give you an idea, ever since the adpocalypse, if you're not divesting your money, if you're not actually putting your hands into multiple different baskets, the amount of stress you're gonna have is insane. And that goes for any job and that goes for anything. If you are able to do it, if you are blessed enough in life to do it, it's best to always start new ventures. And it's not even just, the ability to make money, it's also the ability to learn, which is something I want to talk about today because dealing with government regulations, wordings, everything is insane. And let's get into the entire story here. So about 2 years ago, me and another YouTuber, the Gamer from Mars, some of you all may know him, me and him have basically been on YouTube for a long time. We kind of have this Siamese twin bond in a way because we started off with creepypastas and internet stories, and then he was the first one, the first man on the moon, so to speak, into internet culture discussions. And that sparked an entire new genre of content. And, throughout time, I've always switched around my content, and we have basically been in talks for years. So there's no doubt, doubt in my mind that when he came to me 2 years ago about this idea, I was like, I'm all game for it because it was truly a unique idea. Now, skincare, when it comes to a lot of gamers, okay, when it comes to a lot of men, when it comes to a lot of random nobodies, there's a lot to this industry that people don't understand. Now, we've worked with plenty of brands, okay? Right now, the longest running brand that I've ever worked with is Manscaped, and we absolutely love them. But throughout the course of my YouTube career, we've worked with other sponsors that are in the skincare game. And it's with the experience that I've had with them that I actually wanted to make my own company here with Art and, Caleb and Chris, who actually ended up coming on a little bit later. So to give you an idea, when you buy other products, right, sometimes they'll make you do Scantron tests, they'll walk you through like multi-stage regimens, they'll make you buy like 7 or 8 different bottles that clutter up your actual bathroom. And I was just like, no, I don't want to do any of that, okay? I don't want to go through an entire ritual in the morning, okay? My time in the bathroom is supposed to be as minimal as you can expect. You are talking about a guy that gets up, goes to the bathroom, brushes his teeth, takes a crap, and then in order to take care of my skin regimen, we actually made this one product, this one pump at a time product that you apply to your face and you get smoother, nice, moisturized skin. And it really was one of those things where I felt like people who were outside the industry, so me and Art and Caleb and Chris, not necessarily so much Chris, she's more into this, we were literally those people who were like, how about we make this entire process a lot more simpler on somebody, okay? How about we cut out the Scantron tests and the multi-stage regimens and just do something that is simple so people can go in, take care of a entire organ on their body, and then leave, all right? All within a matter of minutes. Sometimes even seconds, depending on how fast and speedrunny you are in the world of skincare. And that's really why we decided to start this entire venture. Now, that also said, it's one of those things where we wanted to actually make our own real product, okay? So generally speaking, when it comes to a lot of these products that YouTubers end up making, whether it be energy drinks or really anything, so to speak, a lot of it is, I guess you could say, white labeled in the same sense. And when I use the term white label, I mean literally go up to a company, take what is an already existing product on the market, and then just upmark it by like 20-30%, the YouTuber upmark, and then sell it to your audience. Now, I consider that to be a little deceptive. To be honest with you, I feel that there's no gain if you take an already existing product from any vendor and just sell it for a higher end. What you're basically doing is just reselling a product with a little upcharge. And some could say that's a scam, but some could obviously say that, oh, obviously the YouTuber is going to do that, and I think the audience kind of understands it. But I think there's a genuine cool factor when you actually make something of your own. So in this situation, we ended up hiring an entire team of people, partners in this situation, one of them being our actual manufacturer who has worked with larger brands. We didn't want to just go to this manufacturer and say, hey, listen, can you just take what you've already made and sell it to us in a different bottle? No, because if you decided to do that, then I think there would be issues with other actual brands that they would have worked with. So what they did was they formulated an entire actual formula just for us, okay? And that's why when you go to Just One Up or GotOneUp.com, it is literally just one product right here on the market. And that's one of the things that we've been trying to perfect at this point. So if you actually look at the website over here, it's to simplify your skincare system, and it's got 6-in-1 benefits, okay? Moisturize, boost, strengthen, protect, tone, and you got some antioxidants going in too. And we've obviously got our proven ingredients over here. And of course, comparing ourselves to the old market with multi-step routines. One product, that's it. One pump at a time, call it a day. Do we test on animals? No, we actually end up testing this on the actual founders. When we were making this product, the amount of times we applied this to ourselves to make sure it worked, to make sure that we were actually seeing some benefits, we were the actual testers in this situation. And I will be the canary in the coal mine anytime we build any venture for ourselves. Now, obviously, with things like skincare or anything, related to putting on your body or putting into your body, like food or drinks or anything, there is a severe amount of government regulation that you have to actually work with. So when we launched this 2 months ago, we had to change even things around on our website because as we built up the company, we hired legal, we hired a bunch of other individuals on the team that could actually, certify and tell us exactly what we can say and couldn't say. So I want to say, compared to a lot of other products, we're not trying to make like a misleading, statement in any situation. We're not trying to make a claim like, hey, this is great for gamers who need to fight against blue light or any of that nonsense. No, we're just here to give you, exactly what we consider to be premium benefits and nothing more beyond that. Now, obviously, the idea of this being a singular product versus like a multi-stage product is something that is incredibly important to the idea as well. So when you go onto the website and you actually go to purchase the product, it literally is just one product, or you can actually subscribe and save. And that's what it comes down to. Now, obviously, what I would like to do down the road is take this price and probably try to make it even more affordable down the road. But obviously, as you start a company, things are a little bit more expensive to obviously operate. But the more you have capital, the better deals you can end up getting because you have just more buying power in the market anyways. So yeah, at the end of the day, One Up, this is a company that me, Art, Caleb, and Chris have started. And it's something that I am very proud of because to me, it's not about making money. At the end of the day, you don't really make money from any venture, I would say, for 2 years, especially when you're kind of going with the all-in mentality. But for me, even beyond this, I would like to actually end up sponsoring other YouTubers that I really like when they produce really thought-provoking internet content. Content that normally would be demonetized on YouTube, content that normally would be fine underneath a mainstream wing of content creation. But, for instance, if you wanted to cover news topics or you wanted to cover edgier, dark topics, it might be easier for CNN or Vice or some of these bigger organizations to be able to monetize themselves through YouTube systems versus somebody who's like a random Andy, somebody who is a standard YouTuber who has to deal with demonetizations, age restrictions, somebody who we can end up actually sponsoring in the community to keep fostering the content that we love. I find that this is pretty much the proven stage for a lot of YouTubers to really kind of survive at and thrive in this place. And it involves not necessarily being like an advertising wing for these big companies that are throwing basically pennies at YouTubers, when you can actually invest your own money, learn a few things, and build your own product basically from scratch. And honestly, skincare is probably one of the cool things that I've worked in. A lot of the inspiration for this, to me, really came from Caleb, one of my good friends, partner, Sour Boys, his actual candy. So learning the amount of actual effort that goes in behind the scenes, if you ever realize why videos are filmed in the day versus my traditional night for the last couple months, it's because as we've geared up to release this, the amount of sleep that I need to operate and do a bunch of different things has basically become a near requirement. Okay, I'm getting older. I need my goddamn beauty sleep. Not to say that night content isn't coming anymore. I obviously will have to film when the sun isn't hitting me. I don't really like the vitamin D this much. So obviously, as this gears up and gets properly launched, then I can go back to the classic swing of things. But this has really taught me what you need to do in order to launch a product. And it goes a lot more than just working with one manufacturer and just sitting away, letting them do the entire work, because it really does involve an entire team. It really does involve a whole bunch of people to come together, a bunch of revisions, and eventually fine-tuning a product so much that I can finally, after 2 years of working on it, actually sit down and make a dedicated video talking about this with you. So this is one of those things where obviously OneUp is one of the things that I want to start, but obviously this is a great learning springboard for me to do other things down the road or launch other cool stuff that I want to specifically work on. And they're not going to be product related, but that is down the road for sure, and got to get one thing working. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I wanted to share how I started a company, and my God, it has been a journey, but that journey is finally coming to a point where we can see some of the fruits of that labor. So I really want to give a big congratulations to Art. I want to give it to Caleb, and I want to give it to Chris for being some of the best partners on board. And I also want to give a big thanks to our team at OneUp for actually spending 2 years with us and actually dealing with us and actually giving us the straight up, no BS facts on how to start this company and get it to where it's at. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like it if you dislike it. I am out.